Hey, I'm Johnny Duke, Keller Williams Real Estate.
And I'm Tom Hallock with Bank of Texas Mortgage.
Thomas is going to talk to us about the process of what it's like going through the loan from start to finish.
Yeah, and it's pretty simple actually when you boil it down. It starts off with a pre-qualification, which shouldn't take more than an hour to fill out, probably 30 minutes if we're being realistic, and that should be back to you usually within the same day, maybe the next day. Pre-approval should only take a little bit longer than that, maybe a couple days beyond that. Once you go under contract on a property, the first thing that happens is we get the remaining documentation, we go in for underwriter approval. Once we get that and we're waiting on the appraisal, we see if there's anything else that the underwriter requested. And then once we have all that documentation and the appraisal back, we go in for final approval. Once we obtain final approval, it's usually a few days before closing. We have to get you the final closing disclosure at least 3 days before closing. So that's usually a limiting factor, which is why we want to get the final approval as soon as possible. The whole process usually only takes about 30 days. It can be much quicker if everybody's on the same page. But 30 days is usually what happens in the market, what people aim for.
Awesome. Hey, I got one quick question that just popped in my head. I'm always like, don't go buy a new car. Or don't do a refrigerator because you got the new house or whatever, maybe furniture for that new house.
Yeah.
That could really mess up that process, couldn't it?
It can, yeah.
Okay.
Because one of the things we have to look at is the debt to income ratio, and if you get a new car payment on there, that's going to push the debts way up as compared to your income. Even just inquiries on your credit that may seem harmless. Let's say you're getting 20% off at a department store or something like that. We still have to explain those. In certain cases, we may have to get documentation to back it up. So once you start the loan process, just make sure you keep the communication high with your mortgage lender and with your realtor, and just make sure that any financial decisions you're making won't affect the process.
Hey, so maybe we'll make another video, Tom, on do's and don'ts getting a mortgage.
I love that.
That'd be cool.